It's your boy. Time to get down for the get down. Time to clown. Let's talk about that Rings of Power, episode 4. Let's not waste time. You know what we do, because we do for the crew. Now pull up. Boom, man. What up, fam? It's your boy T3, Afro Tug Nation, Geek Town. Let's get down. Don't forget, before we get into it, like, subscribe, share, comment, talk to your boy. Episode 4. Bruh, we are now into the plot and the heart of this thing. I know some of y'all are like sitting back like, what is going on? Who is Tom? Tom. Bruh. Okay. So, for all my Lord of the Rings fans, but never that really got into the books, Tom is a character that should have been in the Lord of the Rings folklore movies that Peter Jackson did back in the days. But because Tom is such a complex character, they never brought him in, and it was going to be too much. Like, the movie was already 3 years long. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was going to have to make it at least 5 to discuss Tom because of the side piece. So Tom in the books is technically the first Valar, or first I want to say not magician, probably upper power, higher power being that the hobbits actually meet in the forest during the role of Fellowship of the Ring. So Tom is technically the first being, the first higher being that took earthly form. So he's been around since the earth was created, since everything was born. So Tom is not only extremely powerful, extremely strong, he's the oldest of the old. Only person older than him is the God of the universe. You know what I'm saying? So he is upper echelon. Like, literally, he could smack Sauron into next moon day and go home and eat a sandwich and have no other qualms with that. Tom is so powerful that Tom is not even affected by the power of the One Ring. Every other being, every other person, every other thing that's out there in this galaxy is affected by the One Ring. Even Sauron himself, to a point of he gets possessed because his power is so strong. He becomes possessive of the ring because of how strong the power is. So which means everybody that comes around the ring wants to own the ring because but the ring only wants its master, Sauron. Its always goal is to get back to his master. But Tom is so powerful, so strong, so gigantic that it has no effect on him. So what is Tom doing here? Tom is fitting in the role. We have the two wizards. We have the two wizards that are here, the two star-born beings. One is the good wizard, one is the bad wizard. Saruman and Gandalf. We have the whole function going on between the two wizards going on here, the battle between good and evil, which is why if you would go back to all the Lord of the Rings, Sauron was always connected to one of the wizards because he needs one of the wizards to help gather the influence, somebody, a lieutenant, to gather the troops. Well, in this case, Sauron has not connected with the Dark Wizard yet, but that is a time to come. The stranger, the friend in which we have, it is his job to take on the first battle between Sauron and the Dark Wizard. That is his role. That is his being. That's why Tom says, I am a wanderer. My job is just to walk around town, to see what's going on, to see what's happening, to talk to the people, and to go through these things. Your job is to go to battle. Your job is to go to war. Like, I'm here to help you prepare for war, but I'm not prepared. I'm not here to go to war. So that's Tom's role in this whole thing. You meet one of the tree ents, or the tree lords. He swallows up the stranger because the stranger's trying to get his staff. What do we talk about with the staff? The staff and his name is the same thing. He gets the staff. You remember his name, he has his power, because that's the portion of, it's like he's missing a piece of himself. So he is not yet full power. He has power, but not yet full power. We go into the story of Isildur as he's out in the woods. He's mad because he finds out that the girl he jocking is one of the crazy folks, one of the people, the wild beings, the wild folk that are actually out in these streets praising Saruman. And what did I tell you? Sauron, excuse me, not Saruman, Sauron. But what did I tell you? Who was snatching up the people? The trees was snatching up folks. The tree ants, the tree lords. Because why? They was out there chopping and hacking and going on about things. Now, what is really big and significant about this piece right here, son? We come across a tree wife. If you go back to the Two Towers, the tree lord was like, we had tree wives, but we lost them. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We haven't seen them in decades. So this is going to be very interesting to find out if we get to find out what happened to the tree wives. The tree wives have been missing all this time. And she was on fire. Like, she was not playing these games. She was like, anybody out there hacking and cacking need to get got. You know what I'm saying? What else did we learn? We learned that the young boy that who had lost his mother, I had said his sister last time, I apologize. His mother finally felt, oh, excuse me, Lord, connected with the elf after losing his mother, because his mother was in love with him, and he blamed him. He blamed him for his mother's past and all the rest of this stuff. I still feel like we're still too focused on this young man to leave him just as a healer. There is more. There is more to him. There is a lot going on with him. Oh my goodness, my hat getting on my nerves. There we go. Getting on with him. That's just going to be very, very interesting. I believe there's a lot more story to this young man. Isildur is going to go through hurt and pain, because we know Isildur is eventually going to become king. Now, the question is this young lady, who is a wild thing, going to end up being his queen eventually in this timeline? So we could be looking at Aragorn's relatives, his bloodline. Where does he come from? Where is his lineage? Like, all these things are coming into play for that. What else that we come across? We come across the elves who are trying to get to the Ringmaker to warn him about Sauron. But Sauron has not only just burned the bridge down, he has created a path that they have to go one or two ways. Either to take too long to get to him, or to go this way and get caught up in the trap, because we come across these wraiths. And these wraiths are like spirit beings. Evil is creeping back into the forest. Evil is coming back. Evil is out there. Evil is going on. And so what's happening is that they're awakening. So they killed the messengers. So if you was wondering who got drugged the messengers off, they were the ones who drugged the messengers away to keep the Ringmaker from knowing who he's really working with. Because if he knew it was Sauron, he wouldn't play these games. You know what I'm saying? So that is going on, because he needs time to make these rings, because in this portion, Sauron is forging these rings to the point to where he can control all of them. He's touched every ring but the elves. But when he makes the one ring, that'll give him power over the elves as well, because he still has influence over all of this. Galadriel is having enhanced abilities because of the ring that she holds. So she's already had the ability to see the future, to see what was happening, to see what was going on. Well, the ring has not only enhanced her abilities, she can literally connect at will to see what is going to happen next. So we've seen Elrond being held by captive by sword to the throat. We see a statue being pulled down. We see a battle. We see Sauron coming in holding his crown. Like, all these things are coming into play. But what is awesome is this fight scene right here. Yo, your girl got down for the got down, son. Like, if there was ever a scene to watch how nimble, how get down, how strong these elves are, bruh, I'm telling you right now, Shorty was not playing. Shorty is a thug, you know what I'm saying? But she gave Elrond the ring to protect while she goes into battle because she knew she was going to get captured. She knew that it was going, and so she didn't want her ring to fall into hands to this. Elrond, yo, your man, look, I get it. Elrond, he is not changed characters. He is the same person he was when we met him in the Fellowship of the Ring all the way through. He is straightforward, direct, and to the point. He don't play these games. He ain't talking to you about no long conversations. He is just like straight up like, no, we ain't doing this today. So I'm really fascinated to see how this all plays out now that she's running to the elf, the one elf that's ahead of all the orcs, who we need to talk about because they keep calling him father. I will break that portion down to you later on, maybe Friday after we have our special conversation of why this particular orc or elf or dark elf is very important to all the orcs and all this. But she is now captured with this guy because nobody knows whose side is on what side. But I'm telling you right now, everybody hates Sauron, and Sauron doesn't care because he is about this life. So what did we learn? The stranger is come upon his task and that he knows he has a battle to come. The halflings have come across another group of halflings, and these halflings will eventually take us to Hobbleton, and these are the ancestors of the hobbits. We know that the Dark Wizard has his forces out there and he is trying to connect to Sauron. We also know that, oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. We know that the Tom is part of First Man, first being. He's a being and was part of being the first being to take on male form or human form to walk the earth. So he's been around for a very long time. I cannot wait. Episode 5 is tonight. I think there's an episode that drops tonight. So we may have 5 and 6. 6 will be done with Friday's episode, but Lord of the Rings week has not disappointed, folks. Has not disappointed. I'm trying to tell you, stay on top of the game. Check your boy out. Yo, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Come see your mans, because you know what it goes down. If you see your mans in the streets, hit them with the beats. Hit them with a jingle jangle, baby. Jingle jangle.